So energy is one. There is only that energy. But it has, or it appears that there are two aspects of it. The giver and the receiver. And the energy by itself is not stagnant. It always flows. Energy is in motion. Energy travels from higher source to a lower source. That's a law. Now the lower source has to receive that energy because the higher source is flowing. The lower source has to first be willing to accept it, which is what we call yearning. Yearning is a contract between the sender and the receiver. Yearning is for the receiver, and the giver is grace. The grace always flows. The grace is equal. The energy that flows is equal. It depends upon how much the receiver is willing to receive, and that is dependent upon the level and extent of our yearning. The more intense the yearning, the more intense we receive. Reluctance, barriers do not allow energy to come to us. So all those who in the session say, oh, everybody receives, I do not receive, right? They just have to look inside all their resistance and all their barriers. Because it is not possible that what flows and is received by others is not received by us. We just have not switched it on. And nobody can do it for you unless you do not want it. There is a willing connection that has to be established. There is no force. Somebody cannot force it on you if you are not willing to receive it. So what is that switching on? Is that yearning, that prayer, I want it. Radha wanted to be one with Krishna. And it started with physical form. It started with the love for the form and all that the form did, because the forms are charming. It makes you long for that form. But then she transcended. She went beyond the form. And she experienced that love that she was pining for was always with her. And therefore, she detached from the form. She did love the form, but when she knew that the form is not going to be there, she was okay with it because the master left behind the energetic form for her to experience. But when she was with him, and she always wanted to be with him, it's only when she realized that she cannot be with him physically is when she got the energetic gift of oneness. So this cannot happen unless we seek it, we yearn for it. Because Master does not create any impartiality or differences amongst all his loved ones. The Master loves all. He does not create any favorites. Or who become favorites? Favorites are the one who yearn more. It has nothing to do with the Master. It is those who seek intensely and those who, for whom it becomes the purpose of their existence. And when that becomes, they actually, without knowing, because mind goes away. Remember, the mind becomes blank. The mind just doesn't exist any longer. And in that absence of the mind, the melting happens and the receiver and the sender become one, because it's actually one energy. They weren't two to begin with. There was only one. We perceive it as somebody giving and somebody receiving, because we've not reached that state of equinox, the equaling, that sambhava, to realize that it is all one. So that sense of equanimity, equal energetic bond, slowly with experience starts coming. There is no mind in this. It's like a scientific law of a recalibration. We're constantly upgraded, recalibrated, constantly upgraded, recalibrated. And even in that recalibration, we are in equality, because what we can hold is what we get. What we yearn for is what we get. And we are without our mind being involved. In this energetic process, an expansion takes place. And we start to grow. And something starts to happen to us. Because this energy, when it comes, it's not just an energetic experience of heat or something happening. It has the supreme intelligence. It knows what it needs to do with you. It also provides you what you need. So it's the energetic life force, the same one that we call for healing, distant healing through various modalities. What is that? It is this one energetic creation. It is all that we see and all that we experience is a manifestation of that. And so therefore we always say that first, before doing for anybody, first heal yourself. A true healer becomes a healer only when one has healed one's own self. What's the use of trying to heal everybody? Own life is in mess. Yeah, it's an ego of another kind. I am helping others. Even God helps those who help themselves. So first, become one. Understand who you are. Understand how this universe operates. Become one with it. Then you will not even have to apply your mind to do something. It flows through you. Because this is who you are. How can you be? Do you make an effort to be? Beingness is effortless, natural, spontaneous. And that's what is love. That's the secret. So this seeing too when there is one is only a matter of our perception. And in this, only this right and wrong, good and bad, all those dualities start to happen through this. Actually, they weren't ever two. There was only the aspect of the same self, Adam and Eve, yin and yang. We see them as two, but they're actually one. Without the other, it cannot exist. So instead of seeing them two, you need to see them as a composite whole. It's one. And each one of us also carries, just because we have a male body doesn't mean it's masculine. Just because we have a female body, it doesn't mean it's only feminine. There is a feminine aspect and there is a masculine aspect. Both are aspects of that same one consciousness. There's no separation. And we use those aspects whenever we require it. So this is what is the truth behind this whole energetic experience. So when we receive, we start getting, and we keep receiving till we come to a point where we become one with it. It's a constancy. It's just oneness, and it happens. It's a process of upgradation. Okay? So, and this is why the mind cannot understand this. Because it's an experience of the heart. And that's why one goes into silence, because it cannot be expressed. But the mind always wants to know what it is. So when I ask you to express yourself, it is so that your mind can hear it. That yes, it happens. Understand it, let it go. And so more and more of this energy is coming. There's an ocean which is releasing itself. So you better get ready. So much is coming. It's so immense and huge. You're really blessed. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.